All right, 2022 has made it to America.
That's right, Times Square ringing in the new year with their ceremonial ball drop. This year in front of a smaller crowd with new COVID protections in place. Well, here in our valley, we are just under an hour away from saying goodbye to 2021. Thank you so much for joining us on this New Year's Eve. I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Todd Quinones. I'll tell you what, tonight is going to be exciting. The final countdown of 2022 in Las Vegas, though bringing a big question tonight. So are we going to see fireworks over the Strip? Now, wind here could be a serious factor. We have seen, as we know, gusts up to 60 miles per hour tonight. And at one point, because of those winds, organizers evacuated the outdoor music festival at Area 15. But there is some good news. That venue has now since reopened. It now has hundreds of people there for the New Year New Playa Festival.
And as we speak right now, fireworks are still part of the plan for midnight, but organizers say if it's too windy, it might be pushed back to any time between midnight and 1 a.m.
All right, meanwhile, America's Party is still going strong. We have live team coverage for you tonight from all the hot spots across the valley. We have crews at different locations. Let's start things off with Abel Garcia. He is live right now near the Rio. And Abel, that is where the final decision regarding tonight's fireworks show is going to be made.
Trisha and Todd, good evening. Happy New Year to you. And that's right, that's a big question everybody is asking. Will we be able to see those wonderful lights fill up our skies at the Strip this evening? And it all comes down to these winds. And of course, right now we're feeling so far, those strong gusts still continue to come in. And right now, those Clark County officials are actually right up here at the Rio at the very, very top. That is where the firework command post is at right now. And we're just waiting to hear back from these officials. I mean, we've been in constant communication with them, seeing what updates they have for us. And as of right now, as you were just mentioning, Todd and Trisha, yes, we have that window between 12 at night, at midnight to that 1 a.m. period. If at any time we start to get that these winds lower beneath that 10 mile per hour sustained winds, then we could potentially have this show. Now, the big question is, will that actually happen? We are not quite sure just yet. As we continue to monitor these winds and kind of track and see what is exactly happening, then these officials will be able to give that green light and make that happen. But of course, what they say is normally when the winds are sustained and they are below that 10 mile per hour box, we definitely can realize and they can have and test some of these fireworks right before from those 8 locations throughout the Strip. So again, we'll continue to have those live updates for you as well. And of course, Danny Beckstrom has the latest information on that weather too. She'll be tracking down these wind gusts and kind of informing us. We also have the inside scoop with Clark County officials, and we can always provide that information for you on KTMV.com. But for now, I'll send it back to you for now.
All right, Abel, thank you so much. Now to a live look at Beer Park, where 13 First Alert meteorologist Danny Beckstrom was at earlier this evening, but the wind kicked up and she got blown right back to the studio. So shout out, by the way, to our photographer, Steve, for staying out there. Danny, though, that was something else. I liked your pictures on Instagram. You looked a little crazy.
I looked exactly like I felt to Todd and Trisha. Yeah, I was out there with Steve Smallwood and Cabria Kirby. They were my field producer and photographer, and I feel so bad they stayed out at Beer Park to get us those live looks of the Strip, and I'm hiding in the studio. And this is the reason why. Our gust speeds peaked, I believe Trisha mentioned earlier, at close to 60 miles per hour. 59 mile per hour gust speeds at Reed International earlier tonight, between about 7 and 8. We calmed down between 10 and 11. Our gust speeds were 10 to 15 miles per hour, right in that window that we're looking at. And then 11 o'clock hit and we popped right back near 40 miles per hour. And I'll tell you, only Abel Garcia's hair looks that good in 40 mile per hour wind gusts. I couldn't believe it. Here's a look at sustained. So this is the key that we're looking at. And the one that the Clark County officials will be watching is at Harry Reid, the official reporting site. So that's the number that we're watching. We need that at 10 miles per hour or below for that fireworks show to go off tonight at midnight. It's scheduled. Of course, we'll be watching this through 1 a.m. That's the window. And I'm hoping we're moving in the right direction. We were trending in the right direction, and it looks like within the past 5 minutes or so, we picked right back up. Of course, it's a cold front moving through. This also brought us a few showers, some grapple on the west side, a little bit of snow for the higher elevations, but that has moved on. So the only thing we're watching from here through sunrise tomorrow is the breeze and the cold temperatures. With this wind chills make the temperature feel like we're in the mid-30s. Of course, gust speeds are what we're watching closest. We'll keep you updated as we approach midnight. Right now, not looking good, but I think we're moving in the right direction.